Hey, what's up? We're going through one of our first lectures as it pertains to sleep. So this can be used at the beginning or end of a team session. It could be at the end of a practice. It could be at a meeting. It could be delivered in any form. It could even be outside of training, just some of the facts back and forth, depending on conversation. So we are starting to talk about sleep here during the month of September. This comes after our academic fast start. We are focusing on getting all of our behaviors on and off the field in a positive routine, and then really focusing on behavior and lifestyle off the field outside of the training facility, so that when we get toward the later stretches of the season and the off season this fall, we can really focus on athletic performance and what we're doing, focusing all of our capacities and all of our resources on getting better as an athlete. Okay, so when we think about sleep, we've addressed this before in the past, and this is basically just our overall pyramid. And you can kind of see that the very bottom is the foundation of our pyramid, and it's all predicated on health and lifestyle. Oftentimes, this period of time is also about choice. I choose the lifestyle that I lead, and oftentimes, if you look at above, the lifestyle that I lead will really impact the performance that I have later on. You also can see how every little element of my life is really supportive of the ultimate prize, and that's consistent high performance. Okay, so this is part of our lifestyle initiative here. Okay, there's a lot of different parts to our lifestyle initiative, ranging from sleep, health, and hygiene to nutrition, the choices we make as it pertains to just general hygiene and positive choices. How I'm interacting with people, how I'm caring for myself as a human being. When we think about sleep, I think it's really important for us to always go back to the basic principles of adaptation and how we respond to stress. When I say we, I say our body, as it naturally responds to stress. I think it's also important to always emphasize that the body does not discriminate between stressors. It doesn't really comprehend if it's a physical stressor, a mental stressor, or even an academic stressor. It's essentially going to respond in a similar manner. If you can kind of see at the beginning of our baseline, when I experience something, a physical stimulus on the outside, I'm going to have a response to that. And often that is marked by a little bit of time, a period of time where I'm not fully as prepared as I have been in the past. I may have a little extra fatigue. But basically, that's just the body absorbing that stress, and it's having to allocate resources to handle the stress. Given proper recovery, proper lifestyle, and proper choice, I can start to turn this around. It's going to occur naturally, but what we're going to try to do through great choice and recovery is to try to get this thing turned around as quickly as possible. And this is what is adaptation here. So I'm essentially rising my baseline above where I was given the response. Now, think about how life hits us, whether it's the beginning of a semester, whether it's just overall life as it pertains to being a college student, and then you couple physical stress on the field and in the weight room, you're going to have this occur all the time. We need to make sure that our lifestyle and the things that we're doing outside of the field or court and the training facility allows us to be able to turn this around and not puts us in, it doesn't put us in a hole even more. Because if it keeps putting us in a hole even more, this is not going to keep trending upward like a good stock market. It may actually go downward. Okay. That's where sleep comes in. When we can really think about sleep, especially as it pertains to quality sleep in a healthy, clean environment, we can really maximize our ability to recover following a physical or a mental stressor. Sleep is essentially just a natural restorative state. We're essentially in a state of paralysis, okay, a semi-paralysis state where we are just kind of relaxed. We're not really moving very much. Our core body temperature drops significantly. In this period of time, all the resources are being devoted to getting me filled back up, recovered, and then basically I'm not expending nearly as many calories or energy sources on physical activity or movement. All my resources in my body, every system is devoted toward getting me back right and pushing me toward a great state for the next day. There's a lot of positives that can occur from sleep, especially consistent sleep, which we'll talk about later on. One is energy. When I'm not getting great sleep, I'm often going to feel tired, not necessarily because of the lack of hours, but because I haven't had the ability to store some of the fuel that I've put in my body throughout the day. Sleep has a massive impact on my immune system and immune health. If I lack sleep, especially consistent sleep, my immune response and my ability to fight infection may be reduced. Strength. We have big time strength implications, especially for male athletes, when we reduce the amount of sleep. And you'll keep hearing me say consistent sleep, because basically human growth hormone is released in a period of time during deep sleep through the night. And basically, whenever I don't have my optimal amount of GH being released naturally, I'm going to limit the amount of top end strength gains that I can occur. Also, this is going to have some implications as it pertains to testosterone release, natural testosterone release, and it's going to limit my ability to realize my strength potential. Memory and brain health are kind of tied together. We're going to use an example of a filter in a next lesson coming up. But basically, when I limit my ability to have consistent sleep, I'm going to basically not have the ability to filter things that don't really matter from things that really do matter. So if I can really work toward impacting my sleep state and getting quality sleep, it's really going to help my ability to retain content and to essentially learn. Okay, so as we get into this, we're not trying to change anything this first go around. We just want to make sure that we are taking a glimpse of our personal habits. You know, what are things that we are doing personally so that we can look at them, and if needed, we can change. I want you to go to your phone. I want you to pull up a notes app. It doesn't matter if it's an Apple, if it's an Android, just pull up your notes app. And for the next week, I want you to basically write down the time that you wake up and then the time that you go to sleep every day. We're going to basically set an idea of what we do personally, and then we're going to look and see if there's any area that we need to make a change. Okay, don't have to make a change at all just yet, but want to challenge you for the next week to just look at your week, see what it looks like, and let's see if we need to make a change over time. You know, in a nutshell, sleep is one of the most powerful supplements you can have. Consistent sleep is going to allow me to have energy. It's going to allow me to devote resources toward recovery. And as a college athlete, that's going to be really, really important. If I'm thinking stressors coming from the physical side, you know, that's obvious. It's easy to think about things that occur during training, competition, during practice. There's also academic stress, social stress, you know, things that just occur in life. So we really want to hang our hat on sleep. It is free, it is natural, and it's going to allow me to really reach my potential. Talk to you soon. Thanks.